And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Incoming delivery. Cleared away. Zanetti is onto this. A header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's being shifted off it. Conte. And it's Rijkaard. Pelé. Rijkaard. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to play it through. There's the header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And it's Maicon. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played back. Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. Fires it in low. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! Glorious from Azar! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Kante gets a foot in here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And this is Batistuta. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Pelé is behind this one.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Cantona coming on the field.
And this is Torres. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Number 24.
And he's there to get it away.
Ibrahimovic. Substitution in
It's a
progress.
sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pullet looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Chips it through. Khan gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Now somewhat off target. Conte. And here's Scholes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedro Neto. Played back in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He's picked his way through. Goes looking wide. And that's been... Great chance! Oh, taken with style! Into the lead once more! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Shapes to shoot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Pepe cuts it out. Sergi is looking to influence the game from out wide. Conte.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Plays it in low. 4 extra minutes added on. Threads one in. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Pelé. Pepe wins the duel this time. Out to the left it goes. Neymar in with the challenge.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Thuram attempts a clearance. Now who's going to be first to this?
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's Neymar. Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted. Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Cantona. Maicon. Pirlo. To Lahm. He's dribbled past his man here. The ball goes in. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Kukçu. And it's Zanetti. Good read, needed to be. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Lahm. Pirlo. And it's Pepe. And he cuts out the supply. Rijkaard. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Pelé. Lahm. Pirlo plays a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Rijkaard. Pelé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now that looks a decent ball. Played into space. Pelé with the cross. Bergomi is there and he can get that clear. Neymar. And it's Lam. Out of play for a throw. Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Pelé looking for the run. And this is Pelé! And it's Rijkaard. Aimed beyond the defence. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Volunteers for each block.
Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he's there to belt it away. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Pirlo. Batistuta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Roberto Carlos has it in up. Shapes to shoot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Corner number 2 then. Gullit with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pirlo is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played into the box. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Knocks it into space. Pele. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, third quarter of the game.
Number 19, Neymar. Number 5, Cantona. Number 13, Messi.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Number 14, Pedro
Oh, that's
Neto.
delightful.
Number 17,
Roberto Carlos.
Puskás.
And he lines up a
Number
cross.
6, Johan Cruyff. Substitution.
Zanetti. Nice control. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Conte. Pele going face-to-face with his... Has a shot! Brilliant from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Some resolute defending there. Conte. Great vision. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Hazard! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 4 coming up here. Pepe is there, and he can get that clear. Pirlo. And it's made its way to him. He is through here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Roberto Carlos.
There will be
Not too
3
much more
minutes
here than
added
seeing
time.
out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, this looks sharp. Cruyff. Played down the flank. Can he latch on to this? Conte has a look and place it forward. And this is Batistuta, and it's Hazard. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
And we'd like
Pele
to inform
voted
you now that
man
the
of the
latest
match,
travel
and
information is
deservedly
currently
so.
being displayed on the screen.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Nicely weighted ball. Pele gets into a good position. Rijkaard knocks it out wide. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's...
And Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Pinches it off him. He shifted it to the flank. And it's Pirlo. Out towards the flank. Pepe. Played towards the other side. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Azar. Oh, easy pickings there. Tonali. Caceres. And they can counter here. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele chasing after it. Bullet. Neymar tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Here's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Pele. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta takes control of it and he's on the move. Rijkaard. And it's Tonali. Nicely spread. No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo. Manchester United deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And this is Batistuta. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Davids. And it's Maicon. Pepe. Thuram. Now Davids. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pepe. And it's Pepe. To Lahm. Pirlo. Oh, good ball! Rijkaard. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And it's Rijkaard. And Zanetti. Bastoni. Rijkaard. And this is Batistuta! That was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
And here's Batistuta. Tonali. Lam. Pirlo. Zanetti. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. And Batistuta! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Maicon.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
All perfectly measured, shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, played right into his path. He's shifting through the gears here. Ibrahimovic. Lam. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Tonali. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Out to the right. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pele. Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Lam. Threads one in. Now it's Neymar. Lam has it in a wide position. He's got tall. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hazard. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And here's Neymar. And it's Lam. Lam plays it in. It's out for a goal kick. Pullet is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. Batistuta, he gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Pele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Driving forward. Now it's Berbatov. And it's Zanetti. Tonali. And it's Rijkaard. Bullet is the key defender on that occasion. Tonali. And here's Berbatov. And this is Pele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tonali. Pele. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Berbatov. Tonali. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. Scholes. Oh, that's a fine interception.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Davids. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great ball if he can get there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Neymar. Tonali. Zanetti hurtling down that right flank. Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Tonali. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Pele!
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And it's been taken short. And he's there to belt it away. And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.